You're listening to the best local sports show. Boots, Bats and Balls on Six Towns Radio.
Chills Bar, Bearsley, sponsors of Port Vale content on Six Towns Radio.
Chris Birchall, how you doing, mate? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
We'll talk about Stevenage game first of all. Vale seemed in control, got 1-0 up with the penalty, and then they snatched 2 goals before half-time, which made Vale on the back foot into the second half. How are you feeling like at half-time?
We kind of came in a bit shell-shocked, really. Didn't know how we were 2-1 down. I think, like you said, we got off to a fantastic start. Probably the best 20 minutes we started this season, and we went 1-0 up with Jenno's penno, and then just lapses in defence and togetherness as a defence in the midfield, and found ourselves 2-1 down, and knew that we could get back into the game because we were still creating chances, but it made it tough. They weren't making it easy. They were trying to turn it into a dogfight, and luckily Pepe popped up in the last few minutes to get the equaliser.
Yeah, it was scrappy, and again you had to sort of settle for a point, but it's a point that keeps you in the top 10, which is good at this point in the season. So this weekend, of course, you've started a couple of games now. Of course, you've started a couple of cup games, but it was the Walsall game that got you back in a run in the first team. So Milton Keynes on Saturday, hopefully a start for you there.
Hopefully, I mean, you never know. There's a couple of touch and go injuries, I should say, whether people are going to be fit for Saturday and whether players have to drop into different positions. I don't know. The gaffer will have to sort that out, but hopefully I'm involved, or I want to start, but you just never know. The game against Walsall was a kind of nitty-gritty game. I think we really came together as a team. I don't think anyone expected us to get anything there because how well Walsall were doing, but we played well as a unit. Hard to get through 2 banks of 4, and hopefully MK Dons can be the same. I know they're more of an attacking, passing team who like to get it down, but we'll see what happens. We're full of confidence. We should be. We're in the top 10, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, they're snapping on your heels at mid-table level, and it's a big ground to go. Difficult team to beat, perhaps, but Vale's away form's quite good.
Yeah. I mean, the fans have been brilliant. They've come out to support us away. They've made it like a home game for us, and sometimes when we are the underdogs, we go out and fight as a team. There's no real individuals, and we pulled out some good performances. Hopefully, everyone can be on the game Saturday, and we can kind of stop the passing game and make MK Dons and make it into the game that we want to play, and hopefully Pepe or Gav or whoever starts up there can get us a winner. Yeah,
it's been a squad season as well, because yourself, you've been included in some of the cup games, and now you've got your chance to nail down a position, and as have other players, because of injuries, and there's quite a few at the moment.
Well, definitely. I mean, sometimes players have even been dropped really because of different formations that different teams have played. I remember we won against Carlisle away, and I was in the team, and then the next week I wasn't, and it's happened to Rob Taylor, it's happened to Dodsey, and it's just what happens. Gaffer does a good scout report on the away teams that we're playing, and picks a team that he thinks can nullify and combat what they're going to offer, and everyone knows that they're a passing team on Saturday, and they're going to get it down and try and pass through us. Whether the gaffer picks a more defensive team without wingers, we'll see, but whatever team he puts out, like you say, it's been a squad rotation this year, and anyone who comes in is just as good as anyone.
Yeah, and Notts County on Boxing Day as well. Again, a team not doing that well at the moment, but the team that got a bit of history, and they prove they can do it, so it's a long season. They could prove a difficult opposition. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, I've got one of my close friends, Andre Boucard, plays for Notts County, and you look at their team on paper and you think, how the hell are they down there? I mean, once you get in a routine of losing games, it's hard to get out of, and I think they picked up some okay results of recent, and we can't take them for granted because like you say, on paper they've got some really good players, and on any given day they could put it together and beat anyone in the league. That's just the way the league is this year, and we're, like you say, we're top 10. We're full of confidence, and hopefully it'll continue.
There's teams like Notts County, you think, why are they down there? Bristol City as well. They were down there when they came up here at Vale Park, probably one of the better teams that have been up here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the lads were saying after that game they were probably, like you say, one of the best teams we played, and they ran us ragged. It was end-to-end game, and then you see the league table in the second bottom of the league, so it's a tough one to grasp, but you know that every game's going to be a grind. Stevenage were in the relegation zone, I think, and they come here and we're 2-1 up at half time, and it was hard to get back in the game, so every game's going to be tough.
Yeah. 2013, of course, part of the promotion team here at Vale. A couple of good goals here at Vale Park for you as well. They've been the main highlights.
I'd say obviously the promotion, the Northampton game here, we made it obviously difficult, as we always do. It wasn't straightforward, and I'm not sure if results went for us as well, but I remember the own goal, which the result of that sent us up, and it was an old Vale player as well, so that day was amazing. Pitch invasion after, it will go in history. Everyone wanted us back in League One. We want to be back in League One, and we want to do better than League One as well, but that was one of the highs. And then for me personally, playing against my old team Coventry here, coming on as a second half sub and grabbing the winner, that was a great day for me, and hopefully 2014 can be just as good.
What about retiring from international football?
Yeah, it was a difficult one. I mean, I'd spoke to my family. I tried to make it so that the gaffer here didn't really have any influence on it. I didn't want him to feel any kind of pressure, but it's just the way it is. Sometimes when I go away for Trinidad, it jeopardises my football here and getting back into the team or the squad, and it's hard. So I thought the time was right. I just had a come back from the Gold Cup with Trinidad. Qualification for the 2014 World Cup was over, so I thought it was the right time, and I got a nice send off from the federation with a friendly against Jamaica, and that's gone. I'll always appreciate everything they've done for me, but my bread and butter's here.
Is it the letters after your name now? Because
yeah, CM. I think there's if I wished, I could have CM for the medal that we actually got after the World Cup. It was Chicona medal, which is I think the third best you can get in the country, so privileged to have that, but I don't think I'll be having it after my name anytime soon.
What about LA Galaxy? Have you been keeping your eye on those?
Yeah,
Robbie Keane's still there, some of the guys you played with.
Yeah, I mean it was a great 3 years in my life, and something that I'll never forget, and you never know, one day I might go back to America and see what's there, whether it be coaching or something to do with that, or something to do with football, because it was just a great place to be. Met a lot of good friends. The Galaxy's a great franchise with a lot of money, really. They bring in some good players, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, but the time for me was to come home. I had to put my family first, and I've done that, and I'm glad I'm back here at Vale. I
was going to say, with a young family, you've got to prioritise that.
Yeah,
now.
definitely.
Obviously, being in this country, you get so much time to spend with them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm more than happy to be back here. It's my hometown. Play for my boyhood team who I supported since I was started at Vale, 8-9 years old, so I couldn't be happier. I'm wanted here, and I'm playing for a gaffer that I've played under before, so couldn't be happier.
Merry Christmas to you, Chris.
Thank you, Terry. Thanks.